Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to give you guys my very in-depth skincare routine today and all of my honest bits and pieces and do's and don'ts and why I use a certain product at a certain time or this or that, because I'm just here to be clear and I just want to help other people to, you know, be as comfortable as they can in their own skin whilst being as realistic and truthful. Okay, now we can start. So, the first thing that I'm going to do is actually show you a new cleanser that I have only just started using. It's from Laneige. It's called Water Bank Gentle Gel Cleanser. It's very smooth, it's very silky. I have this in my shower. So this isn't a step that I do by the sink usually, but for you guys, that's what I'm doing here today. This is the first thing I wash my face with, and then this is what I'll wash off the day with. I'm going to use 2 pumps of this because I just really love to get in there. That is a good amount for me. I love how it foams up like that. So that's why this product is a yes from me. TMI, but I will literally do this under armpits, boys down there too. And I feel like those 2 pumps, I've cleansed my face and then my other parts, which this isn't a body cleanser, this is a face cleanser, but I feel like the pumps go such a long way, and yes, I could use 1 pump, but it's not the same experience for me. I want both pumps. I want to really get in there and clean my face. And let's wash this off. Alright, that is cleansing complete. Now, the second step for me, exfoliating, and again, I use this in the shower. This is just a brand new product because I use this religiously. Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant, and it's gentle, so you can use it every day. So I'm gonna wet my face and my hands, and then we're gonna pour some of this onto our wet hands, and then rub that together, and then straight to the throat. And again, I like to really just get in there. You can tell by me, I just love to see a foam, something. I just like to see things happen. So I've tried exfoliators that I like that you put on a pad and you tap them onto your face. That doesn't work for me. I mean, surely it does work, but I like to just physically see and feel the exfoliation. So on this, I can feel it's like sand, but gentle, and it almost just disintegrates into my face, and I just know that I'm getting into all the areas. See if you can hear this. Hopefully you can hear that. That's exfoliating, taking off a very, very light, gentle layer to reveal the fresh skin beneath. So now we wash this off. So we're feeling fresh right now. We can see that there is a lot of pink and red coming through. That for me is just saying that I've massaged my face enough to bring it back to life, and there's blood flow and there's circulation, which always gives that healthy, youthful feeling. And don't get me wrong, I think there's a lot of products that can do that, but never underestimate the power of using your fingers and hands to get all of that blood flow and that pump. Because that's what we all want. We all want to just go out there and get this life feeling our best. But this is a product that, the only product that has stayed in my routine consistency since 2020. So I actually started my skincare journey in 2020. When it was lockdown, I was watching a lot of YouTube and I said, right, if there's one thing I'm going to start now, it's taking care of my skin. And I've been through a lot of products that I loved and didn't like, but there is one, which is this. Fenty Skin. This is a pore refining toner. So what minimizes the pores, tightens the pores on the face. There is a bit of fragrance in this, I'm gonna be honest, but I don't mind. I know a lot of people love the clean, which a lot of my products are, but this one I can forgive. I'm gonna say it's my favorite. I think it's my favorite step. So Fenty Skin, if you are looking for a male ambassador, you call me, okay? I was gonna say I'll do it for free, but I know you guys got a lot of money. So maybe we can work something out. But listen, I love you and I love this. Okay, anyway, pitch done. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go. So fat water, drop it in and it lives up to fat water. So like it's there in my hand. Yes. And together and all over. Oh my God, yeah. Up next, I've actually simplified my skincare routine quite a bit. I used to use hyaluronic acid and then a further niacinamide and then a further, when actually a lot of your products already contain those ingredients. So it's just an unnecessary step. Most moisturizers have hyaluronic acid. Most toners have niacinamide. So those are steps that you can eliminate and save. So for me, I'm gonna do some boy math. Because I have less products now, it's okay to spend a little more on each one if I want to. Next, I've got 2 moisturizers here and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I will use a different moisturizer depending on actually probably the weather or the temperature or wherever I am, or stage or not. So we've got these 2, okay? This one is Lala Retro Whipped Cream by Drunk Elephant. And I would say, if you are oily, this is your friend. Because this moisturizer absorbs beautifully into my skin. It's not got that jelly wet formula. It really is whipped. And also the packaging is, in my opinion, top tier. This is the moisturizer that I will be wearing when it's warm, when it's hot, when it's humid, when I'm more likely to be more oily or more sweaty. This is the one. I love you. And that's that. For the purposes of this video, I'll show you the difference with another moisturizer. So this is Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream, which is actually very popular. So, and I understand why. I think when something's hyped and it lives up to the hype, it deserves it. This guy is also the one. This one though is not for somebody that is super oily. In my opinion, I don't think it is, I feel like this is actually more for people with normal to dry skin. It is so dewy. So if you like that wet, I am a skincare king or queen, then I'm gonna say this is the dewiest moisturizer I've ever tried. I might just try and put it on one side of my face so you can see the difference. Looks a little like this inside. Here we go. So I'll put that on there and up there on this side so you can really see what this is doing. I mean, it's kind of silly because I do have the other one underneath, but you can still probably tell the difference. You see that? That is a dewy skin, whereas this side is moisturized, but it's not that wet, dewy skincare kind. This is the wet, dewy skincare, which again, I also love. I feel like you can really see that actually. Drunk Elephant, moisturized, healthy, locked in, and then this side is the dewy skincare guru, slap it on. So I like both, but I use them for different things. For the purposes of this video, I'm gonna add some to the other side because I've got stuff to do after this. So up next, I would probably say a very important step, SPF. Yes, it's very important. I feel like if you do anything like retinols or anti-aging or all of those kind of things, if you're not using SPF, then you might as well stop because it's undoing all of your hard work. I'm speaking, by the way, that I'm like this expert. I'm just going off of things that I've learned. This is La Roche-Posay. Hello. Invisible Fluid. And Again, to be very honest, I wouldn't put this on today because I've done my food shop and now I'm home for the rest of the day. I'm not going outside, I wouldn't bother putting it on. However, if I'm ever gonna go outside, if I'm out for the day, no matter the weather, this is happening. I like this one. It's got a little shaker inside. Here we go. So I'll just drop a bit on the top of my cheek like that. Oh, and a bit up there. And then on the forehead. And rub it in. It does smell like sun cream, but I like the smell of it. Oh, I feel like I'm going on holiday, but I'm not. So let's not get too excited about that. It moves me on to body moisturizers. This is my ultimate. So you know I said I'm balanced. This is hypoallergenic. It's got nothing in it. It's fragrance free. It's as clean as they come. And if you, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I don't actually, the older I've got, the less I've got them, but I used to get quite bumpy on the back of my arms, and I came down to the conclusion that it could have been my body moisturizer. That was my first thing, but also my fabric softener from my clothes. So I actually use Fairy everything now. Let's go. So I love this. Again, it's just lovely. Enough, I'll do this up the arm on this side because I want to show you another one that I've just tried. But you see, even that gives just a nice little shine. Nothing crazy. Now, this, this, I swear I'm not just doing this to try and get a Fenty campaign. I picked this up last week and it's worrying me because look how much is gone. And it's £20, so I cannot be spending £20 every 3 or 4 weeks on moisturiser. This one sometimes it's on offer anything between £3 or £4 and it lasts forever. The dewiness of this is crazy. I'm going to show you. So in the hand, like that, and the packaging, cute. And then whack this on the arm, and then I mean, you can already see where there's smile on my face. I mean, look at that. I don't even have to move it in a light. That is crazy. Crazy. And it just it makes me feel. How does it make me feel? I don't know. I feel ready. I feel ready. That's how I want to walk when I've got this on. You know, I'm gonna say it's quite sexy. I think it's a sexy product. That is a sexy product. Fenty Skin Butter Drop. Yeah, you can see the difference. So they're very shiny and then they're sort of that healthy. I feel like actually the shine's kind of gone. But I do love it and it does its job and it keeps the bumps away. So all these products, they're all good. I think all of these are good, but it depends what you want from them. What do you want from your product? Do you like to look shiny? Do you not? Do you like to look wet on the face? Do you not? So that's why testing out these products is important, that you think about what you want from it, because there's a lot of great stuff out there, but only you know what you want. And to finish off, I always go for Vaseline on the lips. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I'm so glad that happened. I'm gonna tell you something. With this product, as much as I love it, you have to be careful that it sometimes sits in the bottom of your nose. And looking like that, the way that it looks, could allow other people to believe that it's something else, and that is not something that we stand for. It's not something that I agree with and not something that I have ever done or would do. So be careful that you don't let this, don't go into work, for example, with this stuck in your nose, because it could end not great for you. And lastly, I thought, why not share my fragrance? This is Penhaligon. I always spray this on me before I put a top on. So I would only spray this onto your body. I don't think it should be on clothes. I don't like it when I can take off my jacket, for example, and all my aftershaves on it. I like my clothes to smell like my fairy, because I love the smell of that. Again, for the purposes of this video, I'll just move it out of the way. But usually, aftershave is for when you have no clothes on, when you're naked before you get dressed, in my opinion. Hopefully it helps you in some way. So, yeah, that is me. I feel good, I feel fresh, I feel ready for the day. This next slot coming up, you guys have asked me some questions over on Instagram. So I'm gonna clean up this, what I've got going on here, all these products everywhere. I'm gonna grab my coffee, finish that, and then we're going to get down to the nitty and gritty and the questions that you guys have asked me. So, coming up. So on my Instagram story, I basically said, happy Sunday everyone. And please ask me any skin related questions as I'm filming a skincare routine today. So let's see what we got. All right, so we have your secret for glowing skin. What's your routine? What do you use? So the skincare routine you just watched, I would say if you want the glowy, you have to go for the dewy skin cream, the Touch Up. It does everything for you. Do you completely shave down? I started reading that before I finished it. What type of skin type do I have? For reference, oily or dry, just to compare. So I would say I am more oily. I'd say normal to oily. I'm never dry. I never have been, and I don't think I ever will be. I have that naturally just slightly olivey, slightly oily skin. Which product or step can you not live without? I would say without a doubt, cleanse. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. That is the most important. Start your day and finish your day. What sun cream do I use? The La Roche-Posay is the one that I would recommend. I feel like it's a good all-rounder. It doesn't affect all the skincare underneath. It doesn't peel. This is a good one. Scalp wear tips for a buzz cut. So I think we're already winning by having a buzz cut because you're not adding products to your scalp. There's no wax, there's no powder, there's no hairspray. It's all breathable now and it's so easy. It's so easy. But I do still wash my hair. So I would say every 2 to 3 days I'm putting a tiny little squirt of shampoo in my hand in the shower and just rubbing it around my scalp and just massaging it in using the tips of my fingers and really getting in there because I feel like I've still got hair there and it still needs to be washed, you know? Are you naturally hairless or do you shave? I have hair, I feel like from here up a lot. This is as much beard as I can grow, it doesn't go higher. And then yeah, on body, I shave a little bit, but I am quite hairless. I shave my armpits and I prefer just a bit more of a clean feeling for myself. It makes me feel more hygienic. But to answer your question, I'm not too hairy. I do have hair, you know, I have hair, but it's not thick, dark, black hair. I have that sort of eyebrows and eyelashes and head. And a bit on my chin, I suppose. That's as hairy as it gets. Any aesthetic procedures that you have had done? So yes, the most obvious I think is my teeth. As a singer, I was always insecure about my teeth. I had a chipped front tooth, they were quite discoloured and it's the best thing I ever did. And then on my face, I've had laser and microneedling on some acne scars on either side. I had actually had laser not too long ago. I think you can see a little bit of redness there still. That's my main area where I've had acne scars as a teenager. So just slowly, whenever I can, whenever I can afford to, whenever I feel like I've got a bit of downtime, I definitely will go microneedling. And most recently I tried some laser on there, which I would do again. Okay, we've got quite a few naughty questions, so I am going to leave it there and gonna say thanks for watching. I hope this has helped you, given you a bit of an honest insight. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.